Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Sit back, relax, and prepare to be served. Wait, 13. We got 13.
All right. This is... no, not Trente. Is it Trece?
Don't even try it, dude. Don't even try it. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. If you are not prepared, don't do it. Please.
It's episode one trace. Episode one trace. One trace.
And there goes all of our Spanish-speaking listeners. Thank you, Jeff. I thank you for that, for our imminent demise.
Welcome, listeners. This is episode 13. Episode 13. And today, what are we doing today? All right, bet. So, today's episode, I have one question for y'all, and this is kind of a free episode, so just pay attention to how we transition. But the one question I have for y'all, there was a post inside of our chat on who would win between the two battles if they were to team up. And the one thing I didn't want to get into it because I knew I was going to be that dude that's saying too much. But who would y'all choose between All Might, One for All, and One All for One versus the biggest, strongest ant known to man in Netero?
Oh, you talking about the Chimera Ant King?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna be honest, and damn, you know what? I was about to come out here with some heat, but then I got scared because I was like, the Chimera Ant King, he's stupid strong.
Right.
I didn't even really see how strong he actually is.
Right.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
Like he still has like untapped potential, and then my thing is he eats people, so
Yeah. I just think that with, especially All for One, if he was able to pull the powers from him, then there's no real argument. Like,
but that's the thing though. It's not powers. It's like, it's inherent ability. Like he'll naturally, like, you know what I'm saying, has these powers. You know what I'm saying?
and that's what I'm saying. Like, again, I mean, we still have yet to see what All for One and One for All can do. Period. That's a starting point. We've seen them at their declines.
I think we've seen All for One. Wait, no, we've seen One for All, and that's in the United States of Smash. One of the greatest moves of 2019. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, but that was like with his dwindling fire comeback United States Smash. Imagine him at his prime when he had all of his bag. That was like the last crumb penny that he was able to pull out and use.
Still savage.
Yeah, still savage. But I mean, I'm thinking if you're multiplying that times 10 when he was in his prime, and we're going up against them two, I don't know who's winning.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. When it comes to power scaling, I have to do like a prior episode research to bring that to the table, because that's like a whole different amount of math that I'm not qualified for.
Okay.
One thing I'll say about All Might versus what's Chairman Netero?
Oh yeah, Netero.
He got dropped off like by Kilo's grandfather, right?
Yeah.
And like had to get sent there with the dragon.
Yeah.
While All Might would have just jumped there.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like in certain ways it's like.
But I think that's also to Netero's point that he was at an elder at that point. Like, he was far beyond his prime. Remember, even when he was talking to the ant, he was like, yeah, this is like 10% of what I used to do. I had to come into realization that I'm human. Like, the whole conversation, the reason why he was willing to die is because he was like, yeah, like, I know I can't leave you to be solved by someone else. I need to kill you, because even the Zodiac family wouldn't be able to kill you.
Yeah. I would say like between Netero and what's his name, All Might. I think with Netero he has more skill. Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you.
Okay, my bad. It kind of echoed out for a second. But yeah, I think between them, Netero has like more of the combat skill. Granted, like we don't know how long All Might's been doing the hero thing, but I know like in Hunter x Hunter they explain how like Netero has been doing like certain martial arts training conditions for like fucking years, and he's like older than he looks.
Yeah. And I know that.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I know that because when he was doing the training out there, punching the air and stuff, and they were saying that he started moving faster than sound. I think it was. It's like they show bits of how strong he is, to where it's like I can't say that All Might would just go and wreck him, because the only time we saw him fight was someone who was massively stronger than him and younger than him, and he was out of his prime. It was almost like when Sarutobi fought Orochimaru. It's like you ain't even really get to see the full him, and then he also had to fight a whole bunch of monsters at once, but still held his own for a decent amount for an old man. So it's like that's a hard battle.
It is.
And I think that the biggest piece that I know with Hunter x Hunter is when you're referencing Nen, he was one of the original people to connect with Nen. So he had the untapped power that no one in the world has yet to even touch. That Buddhist point of strength, they were comparing it to like God level strength. And I mean, I get it. All Might can probably compete, especially when you were talking about like when we saw with Midoriya. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not because it's a week behind, but when they did Infinite 100 and he was able to do like the One Punch Man quick fist.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is tremendously amazingly designed, by the way. That artistry was just magnificent.
Time out. I hate the memes where they're like, there's so much detail in this eye that it's like the entire franchise of Seven Deadly Sins this season.
We're not even going to talk about what was going on with that episode of Seven Deadly Sins. So many people were disappointed. Like, wow.
Yeah, because you had.
I still need to get into that one. I don't even watch it.
Yo, it's dope. Like, it's a dope show.
The storyline is dope. If you were a manga reader, you would be upset because you were like how they're doing My Hero Academia right now. That's what I was waiting for with the Seven Deadly Sins, and they are trashing it right now.
Wait. What do you mean if I was a manga reader?
No, like if you had read the Seven Deadly Sins manga.
Oh. I was like, whoa, Justin.
Dang,
We're not talking about Shaq. We're not talking about Shaq.
And you know what? I'm not insulted because it's only like a few mangas that I'm keeping up with right now. Which, in reference, Dragon Ball Super is going in because it's not coming out in anime yet.
You hear you pee now.
I'm in the bathroom. That's not me this time.
That ain't me. I'm just trying to get some water. My bad.
What is up with y'all peeing, man? What is up with y'all?
He's not in the bathroom. He's getting something to drink.
Oh, okay.
A man is parched.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That episode I had to use the bathroom, man. I was holding that bitch in the whole episode.
I almost wanted to let that slip. Like, oh my bad, blooper out.
What you need to do is add your freestyle intro as a blooper.
I was like, yo, what 8 Mile song we about to drop, man? Like,
wait, which one are you talking about?
When he tries to say, "Hey, what is 13 in Spanish again?" And it was like, bro, don't even do it.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be the hook in. I'm gonna drop it before I drop the intro.
Oh my god.
But we need to come to a decision, don't we? About those two. Tell you why I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go and say Ant King and Netero. I'm giving them the dub.
I second.
Because even with
the
All
first
Might,
time we've
like,
all agreed.
Yeah, even.
So hold on real quick. So I'm agreeing as well. because I know one of the web series that I watch on YouTube, and like everyone who's listening can also look at it too. Death Battle. They had a similar kind of matchup between All Might and Might Guy from Naruto. And I don't know. Should I spoil this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. It's not canon.
I mean, okay, yeah. So for those who watch Death Battle, this is a web series on YouTube, highly popular. They go into the weeds and the science behind, you know what I'm saying, who would win in the actual battle, with both characters at their prime with full canon storyline abilities, no extra stuff from like movies or whatever, or stuff that wasn't made from the original source material. And one of their fights for I think season 4 or 5. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But this episode was All Might versus Might Guy, and they showed all their abilities, and we all know that chakra is similar to that of Nen and such. And then like they showed all the abilities of All Might at his prime, and down to the wire, Might Guy wins.
I believe that.
I can see that because he can do certain things, but
if he entered the 8th gate, I don't see it happening.
So like in the starting out before like the whole power ups or whatever, they're neck and neck and stuff like that. But it's like with Might Guy and his natural abilities, and plus like a lot more time and experience and training in combat, because like, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like Netero, Might Guy was that character who like had to train from the ground up. Like he focused on one thing and one thing only, and that was taijutsu.
Hands.
His whole life was like he can't do no fireball, no shadow clone, but he will learn the art of these hands. So I think like with some like base information from that, and like how Nen is and how Netero is with his combat skills and everything, I give it to Hunter x Hunter Netero and the Chimera Ant King.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the reason why I'm agreeing with that is because kind of how, even with the taijutsu, like, if Netero used Ren or Haku, it's a wrap. Like, they are strengthening and hardening their skin to where if All Might was punching them, they wouldn't be able to feel it.
Yeah.
And
True.
And then with the Chimera Ant, whatever he eats, he gets that. I think, like, if he eats it, he gets that ability.
Yeah. Only reason why I would be fearful is for All For One. If he's able to take their power or their strength, even if it is a Nen or Ren, there's no winning.
I feel like with like certain powers, it's only specific to that world. Like in their dimension or their Earth, humans developed a mutation. But then if they transfer over to another dimension and they're in the Hunter x Hunter, there are no mutations. These are just normal humans that developed crazy godlike powers. So it's like, I feel like you can't take it because theirs was developed through training, while a quirk, you can get your quirk stronger with training, but you either have it or you don't.
Right,
and then
that's true.
It's like, I don't know if you can take that one. And I think for Netero, he took if he ate them, he would get stronger with their Nen. They never showed if he got any moves or not though. Yeah. Nah, he didn't get any, I think. Who did he eat? He ate someone and got stronger, right? Or is that just his mom? Did he actually eat anybody with?
Yeah, he ate yeah.
Oh yeah, he ate that one hunter, didn't he? He ate the hunter, the guy who from the hunter exams. You remember the guy who was from the hunter exams? He had like the finger arrow or whatever that was.
Oh yeah.
Or was that his mom who ate him? And then she was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, no, his mom ate him because he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't even see him actually eat a Nen user. I
remember him eating one of the generals, the dude that knows how to multiply himself.
He ate one of the other Chimera ants and took all his stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, damn, we all came to an agreement.
And everybody listening in on this, if you've been listening to our previous episodes, this is like a rare occasion for us right now. So we're all like in awe.
Yeah, we never really
You know-
see him.
I want to know what. Shout out to Chelsea Jones. I want to know what she will think about that because she you know, she knows her anime, and she will comment on there and be like, I don't know if you guys saw her last comment, but it was just about the our placement of our protagonist,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
she
I saw
felt
that.
that Eren Yeager should be higher, and she had very good reasons, and she backed it up.
yeah.
So I'm like, you know,
Well-
shout out to her for always actually having like good stuff to say and knowing what she's talking about as well.
Right. And like I said, this is all a dialogue. We're not saying nobody's wrong.
But yeah, shout out to Chelsea Jones.
Yeah, what I wanted to do is to start putting the people who comment inside our Instagram group, so that way we can be able to have actual dialogue about the different things that's going on.
I'll go and message her that. I'll let her know.
Yeah, so
Like
for the people listening,
our-
if y'all really want to get into the chats and if y'all really want to give your opinion, we do have a DM for Instagram that we all are in. If you have any opinions on that, we'll just send us a message and we'll add you to the Instagram chat. Hopefully we can get, a good amount of people in there to have great discussions.
Yep.
But another one I really wanted to go over, and y'all can tell me what y'all think, is Samurai to Samurai.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Here we
Ooh,
go. Oh, God.
Samurai to Samurai.
Uh-huh.
Who you think is going to win between Afro Samurai
Oh, shit.
and Reno Kenshin?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Hey,
Ooh.
Hamura. You know what?
Mm.
This is an Afrocentric show, so I feel like first of all,
That's what
I
I'm
feel
going
like
with.
You're rude.
That's
You're
what I'm
you're
going
rude. You're rude for what you just did here.
Right. Like, you just gonna automatically place that there like, oh, I mean, we can say he not, but at the same time, should we? This is a whole setup.
Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. Definitely was.
This is a horrible setup.
Wait,
I want you to know
is
that.
Martin Luther King's birthday? I mean, the Martin Luther King Day coming up. I know his birthday just passed, so it's like we gonna be messed up because we ain't
Right.
picked the black guy.
I had a dream, you niggas will be wild out.
I'm dropping this tomorrow. I'm dropping this one tomorrow. Forget it.
He said, "I never thought in my life that we'd have a black anime character, and y'all niggas still don't pick him."
That's so damn.
I can't believe you. No, I think he's-
Okay. We'll make
characters
this.
you
We'll
wanna
make this
choose.
fair. We'll make this fair.
No, you're not.
Killer B, without the Jinchuriki piece
Uh-huh.
Okay.
versus Afro Samurai.
Oh.
So this is
You-
like
You want to
before
know?
he's able to
Killer B
transform,
still winning.
Yeah,
Before he's able to
I'm
use that
going
chakra.
Killer B.
Killer
Huh?
B winning.
Yeah, Killer B.
And you want to know why I think this? This is my reason. He
dropped that
became B, and that B, as we all know, is the partner for A, which is the Hokage. He was only a little kid
Right.
before.
Kage. Come on now.
Right,
Come on,
my
put it
bad,
on.
Raikage. Before he even became the Jinchuriki, they chose him to be the Jinchuriki because of how strong he was. And then so it's like, yeah, so
But I
He-
think they're
he-
not
he
giving
was
enough
strong as hell.
credit to the samurai. Like Afro Samurai got his headband at the age of 12.
That was
Yeah,
a
but-
convenience.
but he ain't a ninja though. He can't walk on water. Now I'll say this: if you said Killer B, straight sword skill, no chakra, no nothing, then maybe. Well, then even then I don't know because we don't know how much chakra plays a role into everything that they do.
Right.
So
Well,
Killer
I'm
B
talking
wins.
about like pre-transformation, like without the transformation of the Jinchuriki. If he was just,
no, that's what we're saying though.
yeah.
because that
Ninjas
that's an
are
extra
stronger than
battery
everybody.
pack to everything.
Now I think it still would be Killer B because mostly like one his sword skill is like unorthodox, so it's like you really can't tell what kind of pattern he's gonna have. Like the motherfucker got 8 swords, bro. Like,
Well,
And
it was
Afro
hiking
Samurai is
I'm
fighting people blind.
I'm about to get on my Shaq moment real quick.
yeah.
Remember,
I gotta get a drop for
They
this.
say
I gotta
that-
get a drop for this.
Killer B he started, from context clues, they say he can operate and use all those swords because he had been the 8 Tails Jinchuriki. So it's like an extension of his arms. But if he's not the Jinchuriki, then he wouldn't really be as comfortable using those 8 swords, because that's how he developed that style. So really he would just be maybe a 1 or 2, 3 at max, be like a Zoro type swordsman.
No, I thought originally he did the 8 swords in reference to him being the 8 Tails Jinchuriki. I thought that was just in reference to that, and he developed that style himself.
I feel like it's the other way. It's because of his 8 limbs. He
Because when
can
they did the
operate 8
flashback, he only
swords.
had 1.
Say what?
When they did the flashback to explain how he became the Jinchuriki, he only had 1 knife.
Right.
Well, sword.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'm doing some quick research, see if I can find the answer.
This is a battle of the Googles, ladies and gentlemen. We're going in some serious fact checks in this motherfucker today.
Hey, we getting serious out here.
Right. This is some serious fact checks right there. Show me the card.
Because I got another one for you too, but this is game related.
Okay.
All right. And if anybody in the comments, any of our listeners are hearing this episode, they can go and try to find the answer too.
Right. We will definitely give you a shout out for your response and your comments. This is gonna be some serious research right here.
I'm gonna have to watch every Killer Bee scene in Naruto.
You have to listen to all his raps.
Bakayaro, Konayaro.
I'm surprised they didn't as a joke say he dropped the mixtape at the end of Shippuden.
They should have.
I was waiting for the voice actor to drop a mixtape. In all honesty,
I would have been surprised if he didn't. He might have.
If anybody knows that this mixtape exists, please put that in the comment section. Let us know. Might have to check it out. Let me find out he got mixtape on Apple Music and Spotify.
Okay, so who do you? And I'm gonna give y'all both some time to think about this too.
Oh shit!
Oh,
L.
brother.
Now, and they have 3 days to prepare. They have 3 days to prepare.
You said what?
Who?
They have 3 days to try to prepare. Okay, 72 hours. So we have Shikamaru or Death Note L.
3 days to prepare.
3 days to try to figure out. One, he could try to figure out Shikamaru's full name, or Shikamaru could try to figure out how to get the book out of his hand.
Wait, you talking
Okay.
about? You talking about L with the Death Note? You talking about Kira with the Death Note?
L with the Death Note. L. I know
L
he
with the
hasn't
Death
had
Note?
the Death
L?
Note, obviously. Yes. I'm talking about the hero.
Oh,
L.
the hero.
Yeah.
Don't get Shaq started.
I know.
Shaq about to be like, first of all, this guy was the antagonist.
You know what?
Drop one of the
I feel
clues
like
bombs for
Justin
the
did this.
professor.
I feel like Justin did this on purpose just to get at me for some reason.
Probably. Justin been instigating all night.
Because first and foremost, this is a contradiction. Because L would never use the book in the first goddamn place.
Oh, you caught on.
So therefore, this battle is invalid.
Okay.
He just
I'll
said
make
you're
it fair. I'll
denied from
make
next
it fair.
semester's
I'll make it
class.
fair.
You
L
gotta
has
have-
to
you gotta
put
do some school
Shikamaru in jail. Shikamaru has to literally Death Note all over again. Just without Death Note, it'd be chakra based.
But they know who they're fighting though.
Yes.
Are they gonna meet in a field and hash this out?
Yes.
Shikamaru winning.
With 72 hours to prepare?
72 hours to prepare, Shikamaru is winning because what was it? He can come up with like on the spot, come up with like 10 different plans, like on the spot right there. And you give him 3 days to prepare. Look at what he did with Hidan.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going after. But I also look at L and how he within 24 hours was able to find out who the killer was, just a matter of proving it.
Oh, you're saying L still? Well, I thought it was Kira, but honestly, I have the same. I have Shikamaru winning because if they're meeting in a field, the thing is, Shikamaru is like weak combatively in the anime, but really, he can just run up on him and punch him in the face and take the book from him.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, it doesn't even have to be him. He can just use a shadow clone and he just be away from a distance.
That too.
Yeah.
Or just use his shadow to grab the book out of his hand.
So who would be a better fight? Krillin?
Krillin is a dog. He's the strongest human.
Right.
So
Before
Krillin against Shikamaru, who's winning?
No, I would say Krillin versus Shikamaru, but I don't know.
That's a hard one. Now you on to something.
Yeah.
Listen,
All right.
I'm just saying, the Kienzan, aka the Destructo Disc, is a slept-on move.
Bruh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He was able to cut Frieza in half. No, he cut Frieza in half. He cut Frieza's tail off.
Yep.
And to make it fair for Krillin, because I don't think Krillin battle tactics would even matter. I know he did it with Goku. He was able to beat Goku with the rules. But give them on the spot fight.
He's a certain level of smart.
He was better than Goku at first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He just couldn't keep up.
I just know if I gave Shikamaru 3 days to prepare for Krillin,
I'd still
might
be
a
scared.
problem.
I'd be like, yeah, Krillin, you might not walk out of this one.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, give him 24 hours versus 72. Like,
I just feel like if you give Krillin the same amount of time to prepare, plus like a common sense factor, he only has to do 2 things: solar flare, Kienzan, done.
Yeah,
because if he does solar flare, that kills all the shadows.
True.
It blinds him though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's awesome.
but thinking about it, it's like, what? Dang, how did I forget what I was about to say? I felt like I was about to drop some knowledge, and then it all just left. Well, I'm out of here.
That's all I have.
That reminds me of like the ending of that one song on No Ceilings. I don't know.
No, that's exactly where I got it from.
Oh, that's what you're saying. That's all.
Yeah.
I used to hate that.
Exactly.
And then she's like, "That's all I have."
I'm like, nigga, why are you on this track? Who are you? Queen. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop myself.
These character battles are pretty good. But do we all agree on Shikamaru winning against L or Kira?
I think if the goal is to capture Shikamaru, I think L could prepare a plan. If you gave him 3 days and you gave him all the details.
Now, is it just L by himself, or he's preparing with a unit?
He has you would have to have a unit. Like, you can't. L was not physically grabbing anyone. He's using his he's using his resources.
That's what I'm asking. Because like, if you're gonna give him preparations, and plus he's using people, then you gotta give Shikamaru the same respect.
Yeah.
Oh, if you get that, then Shikamaru's dogging. He gonna go ask his dad. Now you're done.
He bringing out the whole crew.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
His squad. At the most, he's bringing like a whole crew.
Really, he could just bring Naruto. Him and Naruto. That's what they need to have. A fight with Shikamaru and Naruto. Nobody's winning that.
No,
he gonna be like, Naruto, go do
Naruto,
this.
Because he's just gonna go into his tail beast.
Okay, I got one. It's gonna be one of the same characters though. and straight up by themselves, they have to come up with something, and it's Light Yagami versus Dr. Stone Senku. The other one has to find a way to capture the other one. I feel like this one is a hard one because they're both geniuses in cat and mouse games.
And like they have to, like, you said they gotta capture each other?
Yeah, one of them has to capture the other one.
I would say.
What age are we talking for Dr. Stone? Like, does he have to build the stuff, or can he use the technology of? Because Light Yagami was in like 2006.
Okay, so he can use his technology, but they're in a field. I'll say this: Light can use whatever's in his pockets at that time to make it fair. Whatever he has in his pocket, he can use it.
It's not more so of his pocket. It's just every other crazy compartment he got shit stored in.
The invisible pouch,
right? Might have an invisible vest or some shit that you don't even know about.
I feel like that would be a tough one because they tried to corner him many times and he was able to find his way out of it. And Dr. Stone is smart as hell. He's like the MacGyver. He's like a MacGyver Shikamaru. But both of them can't fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like, I don't think neither of them have any combat skills, like, whatsoever.
That's why it's like, oh, go.
So I'm about to say, like, because they both are, like, one of those, like, they think, but they got to use other things and people to get certain things done. Because they know they physically can't do it.
That's why I'm like, who would win that battle? Because they both, they can't do nothing by themselves.
No, I think if it comes down to, like, that last little physical capabilities, I feel like Dr. Stone would probably, like, come up with something to where, like, he can physically do something, but at least enough to get it done. And Kiro just be like, fuck, I'm gonna have to, like, make sure a rock hits this nigga or something. I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker trips over a branch or, like, he falls in his pothole, breaks his ankles. So I think it'll come to, like, one of those things where, like, Dr. Stone will, like, trick Light Yagami to, like, fall into a fucking pit. You know what I'm saying? Vietnam style. You know what I'm saying?
I got one for you.
Impale him with some bamboo sticks.
I got one for you.
What
Kid Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
And young Midoriya.
Kid Naruto and young Midoriya. Is this Kid Naruto just ninjutsu without Nine Tails or with Nine Tails?
He never controlled Nine Tails when he got with as a kid. So, I mean, he can be able to call on the...
So two tails, pretty much.
Yeah, the two tails. Yeah, because that's how far he got.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna come down to looking like Deku winning, but then Naruto's gonna lose his shit and kill him.
I just don't see. Yeah. I don't see Midoriya being able to handle the Shadow Clones.
Say what?
I'm saying even without the two tails, I don't see Midoriya being able.
I feel like. Well, I mean, like, Midoriya is like one of those, like, on his feet type characters too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, thinking on his feet during the battle type stuff too. But at the same time, like, they show, like, Naruto being Neji, which I personally feel is like a power of the pen. I got protagonist power type fight. Mm-hmm. But I can see.
I'm just thinking about episode 1 when he read this hidden the scroll, and he was able to pull up 100 Shadow Clones. Midoriya has yet to fight people in numbers. He's been able to fight, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, but 60, 50, 100 people on one?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not arguing about that. I'm just saying, like, I can see him maybe winning, but, like, I feel like it's going to get to a point where, like, exhaustion and stamina is going to come into play, and it's going to show, like, oh, we're down to our last people, and Naruto's going to be like, I still got enough to do, like, 100 more people. I'm good to go.
Right? He's going to be like, I'm good. My question: which Midoriya are you talking about? Like Midoriya now, Midoriya season 1, season 2.
No, Midoriya now. I don't see any Midoriya right now that's beating Kid Naruto.
I mean, I was just gonna tell you how bad of a degree that he gonna get his ass whooped, depending on which one it was. It's like because I don't see it happening. Because Midoriya is still, if he get carried away, he losing his arm. If he get carried away, his leg is gone. Naruto, it don't matter. He can regenerate. That's one thing.
Yep.
And then 2, he can go all out. He ain't worried about losing nothing. Midoriya can't. I would say it's like.
Well, let's balance it out. How about instead of Midoriya, because we clearly know that that's going to be a W for Naruto.
Yeah.
How about Yuno from Black Clover versus Naruto Shippuden, very beginning.
Who?
Yuno from Black Clover? Say it again, I didn't hear you.
Yuno from Black Clover?
Yeah, he's saying Yuno from Black Clover. Yeah.
Versus Naruto when he came back with the Rasengan?
No, at the beginning of Shippuden, right?
At the very beginning, before he was like able to do the barrage, before he was able to truly connect with the Nine Tails, like I think he had, it was like the 4 tails at this point.
First, who's all the way caught up in Black Clover?
Not me.
I'm only on episode 60 something. What about you, Justin?
Oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm caught up.
Yep. So we don't know how
watching
strong
the anime
Yuno
again.
is. Where are you at, Shaq?
I'm like 100 and something. Like, I can't remember. Huh?
You're at the part further than me. Further than all of us.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so according to my Crunchyroll,
let me check. I have to check.
I got a character battle for y'all after this, though. This is gonna be. I'm on episode 70, so the Star Festival is about to be done.
Oh no! Yeah, and I'm a little bit after that. I'm like in the 90s.
Said episode 70.
Yeah, episode 70.
I can't use him if y'all don't. Let me use somebody else.
Oh, yeah,
hey,
okay.
I'm on episode 105. There you go.
Damn, bruh. You made it sound like you weren't caught up.
Yeah, you like 10 episodes behind, bruh.
Word. Alright, I thought they was like up in like higher than where I am right now. Like, yeah, they're like what 100. Like the ending is like what 100 and 17. Yeah, I'm almost there. Yup.
Kid Naruto before the time skip. We're gonna keep Kid Naruto before the time skip. And Boruto.
Naruto. I've discussed this one. I've discussed this one with my friend, my homie Tyler. We discussed that if they fought, even though Boruto is a genius and a lot more talented, Naruto's winning.
I accidentally pressed the pause button during my voice memo, but it's still going though, so we're good.
Hello? Oh, okay.
Boruto and Kid Naruto. I think I'm saying Naruto also because same factor. They're gonna go back and forth. Naruto's gonna snap. He's gonna kill him.
Yeah, Boruto and Kid Naruto.
I'm saying Naruto also. Factor. They're gonna go back and forth. Naruto's gonna snap. He's gonna.
Yeah, I am indifferent because I'm trying to give Boruto some credit that he has the same amount of chakra as his dad does. However,
you said what?
Battle wise and battle tactic wise, Naruto's smarter, hands down.
Yeah, cause I can barely hear you sometimes on my end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Naruto's smart. Are you,
Yeah,
Justin, are
but
you
you've
going
been
in and out?
In and out as you talk, so it's like.
Oh, really? Can you hear me now?
You said what?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, because y'all
You
been
can't tell
fading
if
in
you
and out. I've been
continue
just
or
like
you just
pausing
stop.
every time. Oh. Okay, well, what I was saying is I feel like Naruto Kid version, he would just overwhelm him with like the
But
sexy jutsu and random things that he would come up with
on Boruto.
to be able to distract
I feel like if he does
Boruto
it
in
once, it's gonna
fighting.
be like, all right, this is getting really, really ridiculous. This is getting really stupid. You ain't gonna be able to trick me twice with this.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's only like a one-time thing that would work on him. I feel like if he does it once, it's gonna be like, all right, this is getting really, really ridiculous. This is getting really stupid.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to trick me twice.
Oh no,
I think
definitely agree.
Naruto.
I feel like
the one reason why I think he would win
Naruto
is
sent
because
like 50 shadow clones, and had
if
a
we're going
Rasengan
off of
powering
just
up,
like
it's a wrap.
Kid Naruto before Shippuden, and then right now Boruto in the manga is different than Boruto in the show. But even Boruto in the manga, the only thing different is the karma seal, which they go into more right now. But I'm gonna go and say the Boruto right now, and he can't beat Naruto because one, Boruto ain't been in those. He's just now getting in those fights where it's like life or death, and canon wise, he's just getting into it. Naruto already been seeing death or seeing someone who's like got killing intent, and he is a dog. Boruto is a little bit of a quitter. Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What'd you say?
No, I was saying that Naruto, he was getting death threats by episode 1.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like Naruto's just a dog. It's like Boruto is.
Yeah.
He will be a dog, but he's not right now. Boruto suffers from the same thing that Sasuke kind of does. Super talented, but kind of soft.
Right.
Like, because a few times Sasuke got shook when Naruto was like. Naruto got shook one time, and that was the only time he's been shook since. Sasuke was getting shook. He got shook when he saw Naruto getting stronger. He got shook when Orochimaru first attacked him. He got shook a few times.
What's that? My Chemical Romance and all that stuff. Like, he just got more emo and depressing.
Yeah. All right. So, I say Kid Naruto's winning. Plus, he's a tank. He's going to hit Boruto with a power punch and send that man flying. As of we know right now, Boruto doesn't have that type of power.
Yeah, I completely agree. I can't fight that.
And final icing on the cake, Kid Naruto has fought damn near everybody. He's done taking hits from Tsunade. He was ready to throw hands with her. He threw hands with Orochimaru, Kabuto. And Kabuto was giving us the Hokage the work.
Oh, shit.
He was chefing everybody. I'll give it to him.
All right, I got one. This is a swordsman battle.
Okay.
All right. So, King Bradley
So we talking
versus
about King Bradley or
versus Hamura.
King Bradley?
I said Hamura. Himura Kenshin. Like Samurai X mode.
One Piece?
The Brotherhood King Bradley. Actually, not Kenshin. Zoro. Yeah. Post time skip.
Wait, who?
Zoro versus King Bradley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's Zoro.
Like, literally. But like, I don't know. I feel like their feats and like their abilities.
Because King Bradley fought a tank.
Because like, I'm not, huh? He said,
Oh yeah.
The only reason why I'm saying that he won is because you did post time skip.
What'd you say?
I said the only.
I think
way
pre-time skip would be a
only
better
reason why
fight.
I know is
Yeah.
Yeah, because King
Oh
Bradley
my gosh.
pre-time skip, yeah, I give it to him. But after he took the pain of Luffy, I don't think anybody could beat him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I should say pre-time
wait,
skip.
wait,
Pre-time
I
skip
got it.
Zoro
Wait, I got
versus
it.
King Bradley
King Bradley
would be
this is
a
one.
closer fight.
I feel like this is gonna be.
Yeah, that's a better fight.
King
That's a better
Bradley
fight.
versus Naofumi. Sword versus shield.
Okay.
King Bradley. This is a good one. This is a good one. King Bradley versus Naofumi.
Damn.
Ah,
And I think
that's
because I wanted to go and be like, well, Naofumi isn't even fast enough to deal with. But then I'm also like, he's got to be somewhat fast, and then also he's got all those
This is true though.
souped up
as a
add-ons
team,
that he
though.
can
But
do.
As a team.
He fought a damn dragon.
that's yeah.
He-
Sheesh.
But yeah. King Bradley versus Naofumi. You know what?
That's tough. That's
This is
tough.
gonna
That's
sound-
tough. I gotta give it.
I'm
to
gonna go and say
Naofumi,
Bradley.
but
Yeah.
I'm thinking Bradley.
yeah.
Like straight up by themselves, I think Bradley's
And the
gonna take
bird.
that dub. If he has the girl with him, and
Hey bird.
damn, I forgot Noctalia, and then whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bird.
Yeah, we got all three of a wrap.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think Bradley taking that. Yeah, Bradley definitely taking that.
Yeah. Because even Naofumi at his prime right now, he still has to use.
You see, I wanted to say like add Levi into this, and I know, but I'm always like, I mean, we've seen his sword skills like when he was. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the newest season of Attack on Titan, when he was fighting against the military police, he was doing some running and fighting on the roofs. But these are all 3D gear based battles, and it's like not saying that it's like we can't say he can't use a sword on the ground, but it's like he's an acrobatic fighter.
Oh, I got another good one. Wait.
Yeah.
Who's gonna go first?
So it's like,
All right.
it sucks that I can't actually
Justin,
use
you have
him,
something?
but ooh, I got one.
Yo. Huh?
You can go, or yeah, you can go.
Did you have something, Justin?
I got one, but I'll let y'all go.
Did you? I can't hear you saying, man. Did you have something?
No, I said I have one, but I'll let you go because I want to get a good match. Like the one I have, I don't think it's fair.
Kenshiro from Demon Slayer. Wait, I'm not bad. Tanjiro, my bad. Tanjiro. I'm so. I pulled
Kenshiro?
Inosuke right there. Okay.
Tanjiro, he hit him with the Inosuke.
Yeah, I know.
Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Or
Talking about like he started to hit my
Kirito from Sword Art
Jangutsu.
At the end of season 1, Tanjiro versus
Which
at the end of
Tanjiro?
season
Like
1,
all the way
Kirito
caught up in the
from
manga Tanjiro, or
At the end of season.
all right. Might have to fall back on my comment then.
I don't know Sword Art Online, so I'm gonna have to back out of this argument. Oh, I was just gonna listen.
I want to ask Justin.
Really,
but,
every
like,
time
some
y'all
reason
talk
he's
about an
lagging,
anime
so I
that I
can
ain't
barely
watched,
hear
I'm
what
like,
he
all right,
says.
well, let me add that to my list.
Yeah, well, it was fun, guys.
It's an Android phone. I don't know. Oh, okay. He's on his laptop.
See, no, it's the laptop. Chill, it's the laptop.
I can hear it.
Oh, Hold on, I got y'all. Hold on. We can do one.
Ooh! I got one for y'all. That we all were robbed of this shit. That's the anime I need to watch. Dororo.
I'm not participating in this nonsense.
Dororo?
No.
Dororo.
Just do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, do you have yours?
All right, Roy Mustang.
Yeah, I got mine if y'all want it.
Oh.
Okay, so Mr. Mustang.
Roy?
Yes.
Before he was blinded, or
Right, come on now.
Yeah. Before obviously he needed to be able to fight.
All right, you acting like blind people don't throw hands.
Against Bakugo.
Bakugo's.
I want to say
Bakugo crazy ass. That's gonna be hard.
I want to say Roy. I'm
See?
leaning towards Roy for tactics, but I think Rob
because
Bakugo.
Oh, that's hard.
Because granted, it's like Roy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying
raw power
I'm not saying
for
he
sure.
Isn't, but like
he's
right, like Roy got great.
But he has tactics too. It's not like he's not a thinker.
The dude who's in school.
He is, but Roy been in this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I'm not saying.
I think Bakugo would definitely get hurt going off of like what Shaq is saying. It's like he's not coming out of that unscathed.
Type stuff with fire in it. Like that's like a real brain versus brawn type stuff, and like Bakugo would have to like figure out to think on his level at a short amount of time that he don't have to give him the edge.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what Shaq is saying. And
yeah, but I still think Bakugo is gonna just explode everything, and that's gonna be that.
That's what I was about to go and say, because the one thing in Full Metal, it's like they are clearly like stronger humans, but they are very human still. It's like we've seen. It's like they get hurt. They're not as durable as other anime characters. It's almost like if just us normally just were able to perform alchemy. It's like if you can go and blow up our floor and we fall, like it's like we saw what happened to Ed when he like fell and he got impaled and he could barely move and all that stuff. It's like we don't even have that yet in My Hero. I mean, okay, is everyone's caught up in My Hero right now, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Lemillion lost his quirk, but was still able to throw hands with people who had quirk and beat their ass.
Yeah.
So it's like My Hero characters are clearly stronger, so I do think he would be able to just overwhelm Mustang in the end.
Yeah. I feel like if it's like a raw encounter, no planning, yes. With planning, I don't know. I think Mustang.
I don't know.
With
like
planning,
if they had like if it was like when Ed had to go up against him, when they actually had, the set training area to do it, I'm still thinking that Bakugo is going to come close to winning.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, all Bakugo is going to do is just blow up the whole arena. He's going to be like, all right, well, since you want to play like this,
yeah,
I'm going to just blow it all up. Like, all right, cool.
I think an area where Roy would do a lot better is if he did have planning and he was fighting in like a more narrow, enclosed area where like out in the open, out in the open, Bakugo's a dog. It's like good luck even catching him because he's evasive and he's
he can
powerful.
literally fly. I don't know if y'all noticed, but
yeah. It's like the only thing I'm thinking that is if he fights Mustang in an enclosed space, he can come up with plans, protect himself. Because Bakugo, if you really wanted to make it an open area, he would have to blow up the ceilings and everything, and that will come back to hurt him too. And he's not that dumb now to go and blow up his area and coverage as well.
Now here's another thought for you, right? Because like I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe like with Mustang with the with his flame alchemy, he's capable of doing like pinpoint accuracy, right?
Yep, yep, he is.
So who's to say that he doesn't like look at like realize that the explosions are coming directly off the palm of Bakugo's hands and blows those up? Just like straight snipes his hands off.
Like what do you mean? Oh.
Yeah, I can't even say none of that. Like that's tough. Like I don't.
Like, you can't say that Roy wouldn't do it because in the show he's had to kill like hundreds of people.
And he is a military dude. He's not gonna be like, I'm gonna take it easy. He's like, I'm killing him.
Yeah.
Who's to say that he hasn't killed the child in the show?
And so far, Bakugo, they've been in like they're just now getting into real. No, they were in life and death situations a few times, but it was never as like serious as it's like, hey, you got a trained killer and he's about to wreck you. They kidnapped Bakugo, but they weren't trying to kill him.
Trying to persuade him. But they had no intentions of actually killing him.
I got another one for you. Genrosei from Bleach, the number one squad leader.
Mr. Flames?
Mr. Flame himself.
Old man Yama on the
Yeah, Mr. Flame himself. Versus Zoro now.
Versus who?
Zoro now.
I'm gonna say Genru with his powers. Genrosei.
Bruh, his phrase for his Zanbakuto is everything in the universe turns to ash. That's like beyond the god level.
Zoro can't win that. First, he's a Shinigami, so he might not even be able to see him.
Like, his existence is a different plane. First off,
and secondly, you know what? I'm tired of saying spoiler alert. This is one of the big three. People need to know how it ends. I'm about to spoil it if y'all are okay with it. Are y'all okay with me spoil? Genrosei's his flames themselves, he can't actually go full power because he will burn everything up. Like and literally everything turns to ash or whatever. His power is that it's like you're close to it, and the heat from his sword, his Zanpakuto, is so strong that I think it'll burn your throat from the inside as well. Yeah. So it's like,
so would it be better
Zoro
to
dying.
Compare like Kenpachi versus Zoro?
Shoot, even
him, he would kill him.
Take the W. If we talking about,
I feel like
we talking about manga, Kenpachi, he taking the W.
Oh God, yeah, Zoro's dead before he even knows what the hell happens, because he gets his Bankai too, or he learns his Zanpakuto's name finally.
I mean, and that's what killed me. I'm like, no, he knew his name, knew her name the entire time.
True.
Spoilers. I don't understand.
He just didn't know.
Like, I didn't get that point.
Who didn't know? Spoilers for those who didn't know.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't say who it is.
No, I'm just saying, like, some people just watch the anime and just stop from there.
Okay. Well, they
like, you don't want to know what happened? That's how I feel about like some of these animes. I'm like, bro, if it's the big three and two of the big three are done, it's like step your shit up.
That's like me talking about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Grow up.
Saying spoiler alert. That don't make no sense.
Right? Like, I don't remember everything that happened to Yu Yu Hakusho, but I watched it like twice. And it's like
come on,
there ain't no spoilers. Damn, Shaq. You thought we weren't gonna hear that?
Nigga. He got all quiet too. He trying to get all sneaky with it. Like, oh yeah. They ain't gonna hear this one.
I got it figured out.
Savage. Jokes on you guys. I wasn't even recording. I paused it. So y'all not gonna be able to hear the recording. So checkmate.
Time out. We recording, so we hear it in the echo.
Oh. When you get my audio, you ain't gonna hear it. So that
He gonna choose to add it in. He gonna be petty.
Oh yeah, you know it. You know it. This is a whole minute worth of content. We can't get rid.
These are good character battles.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
How about Luffy against Asta?
Luffy against Asta?
Mm-hmm.
Luffy against Asta? I don't know. That's weird to me.
Yeah, that tell you why that's just such a weird battle itself. I'm like, I don't know how strong Asta is, but I've seen glimpses because he's gone his first demon mode when he was against the witch. So I'm like, well, not against the witch. It was when he was against the other people. Yeah. But I don't know how strong Luffy is either. But I've seen his fourth gear, and his fourth gear is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, and you haven't even seen the second part of his fourth gear.
Because, I mean, Doflamingo was destroying an island. So it's like One Piece characters are very strong. Aokoji and what's his face? The magma guy, they turned Punk Hazard. Oh, Akaino. Yeah, they changed the climate.
Yeah.
So it's like we can see this. Eneru, he was strong as shit. It's like I didn't realize how strong One Piece characters truly are.
Well, okay, we'll do one better. Tanjiro versus Asta.
Asta.
Yeah, it's Asta.
Y'all giving it up like that fast?
Because it's like reading the manga, we see that they are strong, phenomenally strong, but they're not. Them by themselves are not that strong. It's
you're right.
It's the typical shonen stuff. It's friendship and teamwork.
Right. And plus,
Asta's a demon.
and plus, like Asta's like dumb rip. Like from the jump, he had to like start working out. Like the dude looks like he inhales.
But that's
protein.
what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is Asta, in reference to Tanjiro, Asta is just like another demon to him. Yes, he has those amazing powers, but Tanjiro is killing those demons. Like that's literally, even with Asta having the ability to, like, well, depending on what place you're at, but being able to have those like godlike strengths, Tanjiro is fighting those people daily.
True, but he always has backup.
Yes. That's the part where I think is the winning piece, because it's like, he's going to need someone around him. Where Asta needs it too with Yuno, but it's not the same thing. Like they can win on their own, no problem.
Mm-hmm. Or they can make a big game changing play on their own. Because it's like Tanjiro, we've seen his body starts aching when he's doing the breath of, well, everyone's caught up. Wait, I don't know if that was actually in. I struggle with what's in the manga. I struggle with what's in the manga and what's been showed in the show, and I start to think
because again, season 1 ended where they're getting on the train.
Yeah.
Oh, so he. Okay, I was about to ruin something. So when he uses his breath of water, if he uses that too many times, he gets cramped. He gets cramped up.
Him using the breath of fire one time. So.
They did.
Yeah. Good cover.
Hey, I was about to ruin everything.
Okay, how about
this is an interesting one. Hold on, let me get one. It's gonna be a video game character crossover anime.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Sephiroth
Ooh.
from Final Fantasy
Yeah, I don't know
versus
winning.
Muzan Kibutsuji.
Ooh.
Wait, he's from where?
Muzan from Demon Slayer.
Oh.
And I'll say this: Sephiroth without summonings.
Without summoning?
Because if you can go and summon something, it's like, all right, this is over.
Well, depending on what level you are in the game.
We can never fucking win.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, can we first open up the book of Kingdom Hearts, chapter 1? let me reference the book of Kingdom Hearts, chapter 2. Where within the first 5 seconds of fighting him, if you don't press the right button, you automatically die.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I got anxiety fighting against him, Cloud, and fine, Cloud was hard, and then it was like, all right, this was manageable, and then you get Sephiroth, and I was like, yo, fuck this game. You know that video of that kid who's like playing the game and he's like crying and like standing up and smashing buttons? That was me.
Oh, yeah. see,
like, fuck this game.
See, by the time I beat Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2 had already came out like 3 months ago. and then when I found out he was in Kingdom Hearts 2, I was like, oh no, fuck this. I'm gone. I'm not fighting him again.
I got another one for you.
I got PTSD from
I'm glad he
Sephiroth.
wasn't in Kingdom Hearts 3. I was so happy. He's the true final
How
boss.
about like the true punk of of 2 decades to me, but whatever. Yusuke against Midoriya.
Damn.
I can't. I don't know. All right,
Because power scaling, they're about the same.
You know what? I'm gonna head out.
Damn. It's interesting. Who the fuck should I pick?
I'm going with Yusuke.
Spirit gun gang.
Because again, I think the only reason why I know Yusuke would win is because Midoriya hasn't killed anyone. Yusuke has no problem killing him.
That's true. Yusuke was a savage.
Yusuke would kill him.
Verbatim in one of the episodes, they're like, I don't care who you are. Man, woman, child, human, or demon. These hands are ready to eat for everyone.
Yusuke is like, excuse me. I think when Yu Yu Hakusho came out, that was like the first anime that I knew outside of Dragon Ball Z. And then I saw him with his attitude and willing to fight anybody, and I was like, I like this dude. I was like, he wants smoke all the time.
Don't matter who.
And he was only 15.
Him, whatever.
Yep. Didn't even matter.
Him, Luffy, Goku. Always want smoke.
Mm-hmm. Yep, don't care. Just don't
Naruto,
care.
I can't say Naruto's not like that. Like,
yeah,
he's about that action when you start, but he ain't looking for it.
Yeah, he ain't off the jump like, yo, you look strong as fuck, D. run my.
He got that. What's that show? He got that. I want to talk to you first. I want to be
talk.
friends.
No, talk.
Yeah.
Come here. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. That's Naruto. Every single villain. Every
He got the
single
fairy tale
antagonist.
feel. That's why he got the fairy tale feel. He just want to be friends with you first.
What's that meme or that old man walking? Let me tell you something. Hey, let me tell you something.
But yeah, I'm going with Yusuke only because of the killer instinct, and I think the speed wise, Midoriya would have to be at infinite 100% in order for him to keep up with Yusuke.
I need to go and rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yeah,
because I feel like I'm missing out on great shit. Because like when you watch a show when you're younger, you don't pick up stuff as much.
Oh,
you kind of just in awe. You're in awe of the moments. So it's like I need to go. And Yu Yu Hakusho, they went all the way. They completed the manga in there.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's complete.
And
I'm gonna have to go back.
I just watched it like maybe a year or two ago, and I almost cried again. Like it's man.
Like the way they finish up Yu Yu Hakusho was just like amazing to me. Like
Yeah.
I watched it like maybe 7 to 8 times since it came out on Hulu, but I never stopped.
Do you watch it in English? I know because we
originally
got it in English, so it's like might as well watch it in English.
No,
Yeah,
because
I did both. I've seen both, and the dialogue's damn near the same.
and even how he talks in English, like he called their quote unquote King Kai little bitch. Like he was like really like legit.
Yeah, he with the shits. I got one for y'all. All right. I actually got two for y'all.
Okay.
So first one will be hand-to-hand combat. A fight that we never got that we should have gotten was Neji Great Taijutsu versus, and this is two I've always wanted to see both of them. But the first one I was going to say was Rock Lee, but then I also wanted to see Neji versus Sasuke.
Yes.
Taijutsu. I feel like we were robbed of one of the best fights that we could have gotten.
Yes. No, I believe Neji versus Sasuke would have been like the best fight of the whole series of Naruto. It's like at least that part.
Yeah.
The kid. That part. That
First
was like
part.
the best.
Sasuke would have got
the
smacked.
first part.
But Sasuke would have had moments though. Like that's the thing. It's like Sasuke be a little bitch sometimes, but he's still like, "Hey yo, I'm a bitch, but you ain't about to punk me like that."
In time out, which Neji we getting? Are we getting the I'm ready to kill my sister? You just in the way, Neji, or are we like I'm still trying to control myself and hold honor?
I would say the Neji that was in the Chunin exams.
Yes, Chunin exams. I'm on that savage shit.
Yeah.
Gang on sight.
Yeah, no, I don't see Sasuke winning anything with that Neji. I don't. Cause
that's one that we should post about.
Yeah. Because that Neji was on one. Like, on one.
Yes.
He was ready to murk Hinata.
Right.
And
we had
Sasuke
two Jonins holding him back.
And Sasuke
we don't know what the fuck.
Kurenai
was doing some dumb shit. I don't know what Kurenai was doing. She was like turned away holding his hand. Get out of here. But what were you saying, Justin?
I was saying that Sasuke didn't even know about Rock Lee's movements yet. So he wasn't able to even adapt to using Taijutsu at that point.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
so
it's a L. It's an L.
And he just unlocked the Sharingan by then.
Yeah, just an L.
You think it's an L?
Oh, I see Sasuke being able to get some hits off. Don't get me wrong, but there's no way I'm seeing him get past the Bakugan and being able to connect enough to knock out Neji. I don't see it. No.
All right.
Because Chidori is a chakra thing. Like if Neji can see, if he has the palms up and he sees the chakra coming, like how is he getting in that barrier?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it. Like again, Neji, and this is why I hated how they like capped all the side characters. I feel like Neji could have been on par with Sasuke and Naruto during the war.
Right.
God, man, I swear that's one thing where it's like Naruto is so great to me, but I'm also like, yo, y'all fucked up. Y'all brought all these characters and you didn't develop them. Bleach did so much better with character development of everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's like they all stopped. Like after Shippuden, they all just stopped at trying to develop their characters. Like they all just stopped trying to get stronger. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yep.
And
Are
it just
using the same
became
moves
the
that they were
Naruto
using as a
Sasuke
kid.
show.
It pretty much.
Literally, that was it. It became the Sasuke Naruto show after they introduced all those characters. They let some people have moments like Mike Guy. They let him have his moment. Itachi have his moment.
That was my favorite part right there with Mike Guy and Madara. That was that's all I needed to see.
Period.
That was my shit right there.
But they couldn't even give Rock Lee his upgrade. Like, come on now. The Drunken Fist, he couldn't even do that.
Yes. Come on now. That Drunken Fist was on point.
Like, y'all couldn't even give him that. Like, come on, man. I was upset.
All right.
I was just upset.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho versus Veto the Despair from Black Clover.
Wait, which one was Veto?
The big one of the third eye moon with the eyes.
Oh, the beast dude?
Yeah.
Hiei.
You think he would spleed blitz him?
I feel like Veto would get like would stand his ground for a little bit, but that'd just be a part of Hiei's game. Just to be like, I want you to get comfortable to feel like you have a chance of killing me, and then at that very moment that he feels like he got the W, he'll kill him.
I think
because first off, Hiei's used to fighting people bigger than him off rip.
Yeah.
And I feel like during the tournament, we got an example of him fighting someone like him. When he fought the beast, the one that turned into the wolf and then turned into the eagle and all that.
Yep.
That's literally him
Exactly.
fighting again, it's power scaling. I don't know if it's about the same, but that's literally like how he was inside the Black Clover.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw what happened to him. He was like, well, if I can't destroy you on the outside. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough. Like, those type of matchups are tough.
Yeah.
I think
They really
a better
are.
matchup would be Asta versus Hiei.
Asta versus Hiei?
Yeah, because at least, with the Darkness Flame, it'll be like a darkness against a darkness fight. And they're just as fast as one another.
True. I still give it to Hiei. The Dragon of the Darkness Flames engulfs everything.
Yeah. And if he becomes the Darkness Flame like he did in the tournament, I don't.
These got me thinking because now I'm like, it's crazy that Killua could dog a lot of the characters in My Hero.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Like he would legit just walk through and start wrecking them bitches.
yo, dude, Killua can do a whole high school murder if he wanted to.
Right? He
Yeah.
could take the UA out. He like,
Because like his assassin abilities before he even learned Nen was off the chain.
right? And then he was able to fight souped up monsters, which are pretty much ooh shit. Killua versus the demons from Demon Slayer. I would have to give him. I'd have to give him Muzan because he's the strongest, and I think Killua would be able to work away with all of them. But Muzan, and if you're caught up with what's going on right now, Muzan got hacks.
No, he's a cheat. He is a cheat. Like, when they was explaining what happened the first time around, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you got that many? Like, and you can move them throughout your body? Like, come on, bro.
Right?
One thing I would like to see, and I don't know how far y'all are caught up, so you don't know how strong he is right now, but I would like to see how Naruto would try to handle Tamura.
Naruto versus who?
Tamura Shigaraki
Who's that again?
from My Hero Academia, the antagonist.
Oh, the guy who disintegrates everything?
Yeah.
Versus who?
Mm.
versus Naruto.
Kid Naruto or older Naruto?
Honestly, well, with all the power ups, I don't think adult Naruto would be unfair. But kid like Shippuden, very beginning Shippuden Naruto, I think it'd be
It'd be decent for a little bit, and then Naruto would be like, "All right, I'm not gonna let him touch me. Let me use shadow clones, and I'm gonna come out and spam Rasengan over and over again till I get him."
Right. Right. Like, it's like that one meme where it's like the two guys are talking like, all right, guys, here's the plan. And here's the third guy, Rasengan!
I mean, but where we're going, like where they're going into, and they haven't done it in the anime yet. So, Shaq, I don't know if you know this or not. Have you read any of it?
I don't.
Okay, never mind then. I can't even explain it. But he could hold, even with that, he could hold his own.
I gotta get further in it.
Like it's really ridiculous. The whole next chapter is all about the antagonist and how his power up goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of it.
You're talking about this from My Hero, right?
Yeah, the whole next arc is all about the antagonist.
Okay.
It's an origin story / when I mean it's a power up, it is a unfair power up.
Okay.
For him to receive all for one. He hasn't even received it yet, but I think that's where they're going to go with it. Like, he's going to receive all for one on top of what he's able to do.
Damn.
Yeah, no, like, it's ridiculous.
So he's just going to be the next Madara, pretty much.
Yes, but
I'm
I'm not, without spoiling it, like, it's he's the disintegrating version of Madara. Like, if Madara, eyes was Tomurai's hands, they'll be that's how it explains it.
So he's like Madara, but with his hands.
Yes.
Why did that sound weirder than I thought it would be?
Yeah, like he breaks. He has a mental breakdown. Like, he's already crazy, but his mental crazy breaks, and it's like he like gets the Rinnegan for his hands.
Damn.
Yeah, like it is unfair. I don't know how Midoriya is going to do it. I don't like that premonition about how he dies. I think it's going to go right through. I don't see them stopping anything. Period. I don't see it. I don't know.
it's gonna be a classic shonen situation where power of the pen comes in.
Yeah. It has to be. It has to be because they made him too strong. Like, this would have to be Midoriya is going to have to learn all of the former hero's strengths.
You're going to have to do like a whole history lesson. Like, all right, so the first guy, he did this.
And he's going to have to use them all at the same time. Like, he's going to have to be able to learn how to transition from one to another to being able to, like, he can't touch the ground. Like, he can't do anything without a mistake because he's going to die.
Jesus. I feel like the final battle of My Hero is going to be a battle between Jesus and anti-Jesus.
Well, yeah, no, actually, yeah, like it's legit. Like I can see that. Yeah, that I was again, even with me reading it, I was like I don't know what y'all doing, but this is too much.
I gotta get up. Ooh, dang. But yeah, I need to watch some more. I mean, read some more of it.
Dude, no, there's a you know how they're trying to advance them Nomus? Even the Nomus have their own version of their own powers that are like advanced.
Damn.
Yeah. And you're actually about to, in the anime, they're about to show one. It's going to take a little while, but they're going to show one of them. Yeah. Is there any other battles y'all want to see or continuations?
Right. Well, no, never mind. I had one, but I answered my own question when I thought about it.
Sorry.
It sounded good in my head, but now actually I was ready to say it out loud. I was like, it's completely one sided.
The last one I had was Ronan Kenshin versus Tanjiro.
Who?
Mr. Kenshin himself versus Tanjiro.
Versus Tanjiro?
Mm-hmm.
He more Kenshin.
Dude's a vet, bro.
Yeah, the thing is, there's a lot that plays into the demon fighting. Not that it's easy, but it's like it's
a formula to it.
Yeah, there's sauce to it. It's like you're gonna have to just fight Kenshin straight up, and when he Ten Mitsurugi style doing all this shit, jumping off the walls, his eyes turn yellow. It's like, all right, good luck, bro.
Like this straight. You got like a dude who has to do breathing techniques versus a dude who got like an arsenal of techniques that can either disarm you, so you don't have to hold a sword again, or just kill you.
Yeah.
It's all depending on how you fuck with him.
Right, like he gives you the option, like you want to be a paraplegic or you want to die. Those are the only options.
Yeah, we can do this all night. Cause
like
we could probably do this a part 2 later on.
Yeah,
I mean we could.
Because I could literally say, okay, instead of Tanjiro, Ichigo, like what you gonna do then? Because you can't even see him.
Yeah, I'm about to say
yeah.
I mean, I'm about to say you can't see him. You can probably hear him say Bankai though.
Just sitting there walking. What the fuck was that?
Also, you hear something whisper in your ear. Bankai. The fuck?
He can do the Hiei where he's standing on your shoulders and be like, I'm gonna just drop this knife. But all right, y'all, this has been a kind of a tangent of ours. We apologize if y'all was listening, but hey, it is what it is. Thank y'all for listening. We let us know if y'all like our new intro. Yeah, we put some new sauce on there. You know, thank you for Shaq for trying to support this new sauce. But let us know what y'all think of the new episode.
You trying?
But yeah, this has been the episode, and peace.
See ya.
Later. You have just been served another episode of the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Thanks for listening in. Make sure to follow us on social media platforms of Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And listen to more episodes on Podbean and Spotify. If you want more, follow us on YouTube. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell too, so you can stay tuned to all of our latest episodes. Until again, keep it spicy.